what I have here today, March 26th, 2012, is I'm going to push out a jewel, balance, hole, jewel, and cap jewel. They have jewel settings. This is the only ones I can do. Let's say there's several types of jewels. Is it several types? There are several ways they push them in there. Or they have them in there. I don't know if it's focusing. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, this one here for the balance. There's two jewels here. These are in jewel settings. It's either, brass or some copper or some gold alloy. They put the jewel in and they push it into the hole. And these jewels, well, in the front, it looks like they're in jewel settings. They're pseudo jewel settings because they just stamped a round circle into the plate. I don't know how deep it is, 10,000ths or a quarter of a millimeter or whatever. And then they put two tapped holes and shoved some screws in there, but that's not a jewel setting at all. They fake you out, the dogs. You can tell on the back because it's the jewels are pushed in, and then looks like they push some material on the back of them to keep them from falling out or something. So those are not jewel settings. At least I don't think they are. Yeah, I'm saying they're not. Anyway, so I'm going to push out for the balance when those are jewel settings. I have to clean those. Clean the cap jewel and the hole jewel because you can't really get in there. Oil sits in there and it turns to gunk. So there is a tool that you could use. One thing I got to keep on remembering, the banking pins are over here, and I don't want to damage them because where am I going to get new ones? So you got to remember about the banking pins. Like I say, you get a tool to push out the jewel settings, but pegwood, I believe this is it. This is what this piece of wood is. If you make the end a small enough diameter, you can use the pegwood to push out a jewel. So that's what I'm using this piece of wood for. So I'm going to push out these jewels. So before I can push them out, I got to remove the two little screws. Let's see, maybe we can zoom in on this. How close can we get? That's too close. I guess that's close enough. I have my screwdriver. Let me remove these screws. These screws are holding in the jewel settings. Oh, anyway, yeah, I found another screw for this. I took this watch apart in another video and I missing a screw here, but I had a parts movement, so I took a screw from there. So now I got two screws. Let's see if this one comes out nicely. You have to imagine how much freaking labor they had to put into these things. All these screws and all these holes. Of course, this one comes out easy because this is the one I just put in. Oh, I'm going to put these someplace. Where am I going to put these? I'll put them in this container. Do not want to lose the screws. Oh, they're all crusty too. I'm going to clean them off, I guess. Get that out of the way. I'm going to brush this off with my toothbrush. So let's see, now I'm going to push off these jewels. Let me zoom out a little bit. I got a steel bar here, bought at a flea market. I don't know what, it's got all these set screws in there. I don't know what the hell this was used for. Some machinist used it for something, but I saw these nice little holes in there, so I figured I can use this to push out jewels. So I don't know what I paid for it, probably not much. So I'm going to line it up. I'm going to put it over one of the big holes. I'm going to hold it so the banking pins are not on the steel. I assume that's over the hole. I can't see because I'm doing this on camera. I'm going to stick I got two diameters I did. I'm going to try the smaller one. And I have to look again to see, make sure I got it above a hole. Okay, then I get my piece of wood. Well, I don't know, you're not seeing much, are you? Tough luck. You know, I should work on a harder surface. You know that. Damn it. Let's try again. I should work on a harder surface, because this is not good. It's too springy. Oh. As you can see, it went through. And my jewels should be there. Ta-da! We got a, see the dirt that came off there too. I don't know if you can see that. One of these is the hole jewel. I think this one's the hole jewel. Where is it? Oh crap, I gotta zoom out. Let's see if it zooms in. Come on. There you go. That's the hole jewel. Got a hole in it. That's why they call it the hole jewel. This one is the cap jewel, because it's a cap. Nothing gets through, so I'm going to clean these off, because I'm sure there's a lot of dried oil and junk on the wear surface. Let me turn this over so I don't mess up those banking pins. So anyway, so there you go. I got my, that's how I push out the jewels. I can only do this with, you know, that have jewel settings. These brass or gold jewel settings. To get the other type that are pressed in, which they call friction, you need a special tool. You need a special attachment on your staking set, I think, really, to give it enough force. Because if you wrap it with a hammer, I think you'll probably crack the jewel. So that's how I do it for the jewels and settings. Now I'm going to do it to the other top. The balance cock has the same thing, so I'm going to push those out too eventually. So something new and exciting, and now I get to clean these, which isn't the best part, but you get satisfaction removing all the dirt. So thank you for your cooperation, and enjoy the rest of your day.